I like to keep the fans waiting.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, I like to keep the fans waiting. All right, everyone, we are live. Welcome to another episode of Basement Radio Arcade Podcast number 107. Yeah, we got a great show tonight. We have a first-time guest that I want to quickly introduce. Punk Kiddish Gaming, or as I refer to as DMV Gaming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not much, man. I finally got to make it onto your show after a bunch of inconveniences with life happening. So I'm happy to be here, man. It's gonna be fun.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little concerned, man. I was like, yeah, he canceled twice. I was like, I don't know if he wants to come on, man.
Nah, good. Man, I wouldn't do that to you, man. I wouldn't do that.
No worries, man. But no, great to finally have you on, man. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it
a lot. So yeah, man. So and I love your avatar, by the way. And
shout out to Colt Eastwood.
Oh, is that Colt's work? It is.
Yeah, man. He did. He asked me what I wanted. I was like, dude, I drink coffee while I game all the time. Like, even when I got this podcast going, or even before I do TSP, I get my coffee ready.
Yeah.
And I probably drink at least 2 to 3 a day. So I gotta have my coffee when I game, man.
I hear that.
Good job. I was home when I won, and he drew that up. It was freaking awesome.
Nice, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Colt does do good work. I've seen some of his other work, and I love his avatar. It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, he does good work, man. Like, he gave me like the preview before, He'll show me like the rough draft and whatnot, and then like I'm a bald headed dude, obviously by the picture, and like my forehead was like. I was like, oh, they got a big ass forehead. I'll give it to him. I was like, yo, can you tone that down just a tad, bro? That was funny, man. Yeah. It came out real good.
That's hilarious. Yeah, my head is not that big, buddy.
Yeah, well, debatable.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Well, like I said, man, pleasure having you on, and we'll get to these gaming topics here shortly. And returning to BRAP, making his triumphant return. I swear it's been a year, but it hasn't been that long. But it's been close. I think maybe close to a year. We've got Inferno, a.k.a. Mike from Four Guys Recorders. Inferno, welcome back, man.
What's happening? Yeah, I mean, I think it's like every 6 months I make an appearance on the show. And kind of like Punk, Enrique will reach out to me and be like, hey, you want to be on BRAP? And I'll be like, man, dude, life, whether it's this, that, or the other thing. Usually it's work. And so, Punk, don't be upset that you told Enrique you can't be on, because I do it all the time, and no hate at all, no hate for Enrique, which is cool. So, just glad to be back on and talk about some interesting topics. PAX being tomorrow, just excited to get back to that, and we'll get into some of these some of the news, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And quick shout out to everyone in the live chat. Live chat is always good and positive every week, and so I just want to say thank you, everyone, for that. I appreciate it a lot. And so I might be a little weird this podcast because I'm like tired. I think like when Punk hopped into the Hangouts chat or Hangouts, I think I was like half asleep, man. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I swear I was like half asleep. And he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" So, without further ado, we have Eric Jackson from sunny South Florida.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, man?
Balmy, 80 degrees.
I'm not gonna lie,
man.
Yeah, yeah. My heart goes out to you guys, man. The great Northerners, man. This is getting a little bit ridiculous, right?
Dude,
it was snowing today, OP.
That's crazy, man. Jack Frost has lost his damn mind.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. But no, I'm happy to be here tonight, man. I was a little low energy before we came into it, but as soon as we started getting things going, talking to you guys, I'm ready to go.
All right, man. Awesome, man. And we have Gamescore, the man who keeps it real. B Money 101. What's up, B?
Hey, not much, man. It's another glorious Wednesday. We got that Spider-Man release date announcement, so I'm super jacked, man. Just ready to talk this game and stuff.
The game is garbage.
Man, get out of here.
Fired from your own podcast. Get out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you've been voted off, man.
Yeah. No, I'm all joking aside. I'm really kidding. I don't think the game is garbage, as Eric would say. But why don't we start with Punk? Because you're new here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, man, and when you started gaming and whatnot.
When I started gaming, man, definitely my father we lived in a townhouse. He had Contra on the Nintendo, so played around with that a little bit. It was cool, but obviously I was just getting into it, so you don't really know too much.
Did you use the cheat code for that? The up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start?
No, I was too dumb to know that.
Most classic cheat code of all time, man.
Yeah. Then a couple years later, the Super Nintendo comes out, and man, obviously it started with Donkey Kong and all those other classics and whatnot. But then like obviously Street Fighter came along, and I have a brother, he's older than me, and brothers always argue and whatnot.
Yep.
And, he used to just beat my ass all the time, right? Like sitting you in a corner, like roundhouse kicking you, tripping you and stuff, laughing like you're like rage quitting already. You want to like punch him in the face. And then like pretty much since that day, man, I was like, man, I gotta like get better at this shit. And that since then, that's where my gaming took off. I didn't want it to be better, and then I just it became a love for gaming in general. And here I am today playing a bunch of other shit that's 10 times better than what I played back then. You think of where graphics are now, and but I mean the shit back then was amazing then, but besides that, man, I don't want to get into my job and stuff, but I do a crazy job, get to see some crazy shit. You could probably take a guess what it might be. Anybody?
You're a Splinter Cell.
Fucking A, got it. No. No, man. Outside of gaming, man, I'm a CEO, so I get to see some crazy shit at work. I actually just got a Monday through Friday job. I used to work a lot of overnights and stuff, but it's only temporary right now. So eventually I will get back to that stuff. And I miss overnights, dude. Because, the wife goes to sleep, kid goes to sleep. I got 8 hours uninterrupted, straight gaming. So nice. I miss my nights off. Like that was the best, man. But yeah, man, and here I am now doing a couple of podcasts. Shout out to Salty in the chat, man. He gave me a chance to be on his show. I was a guest there a couple of times. So still kind of get my feet wet, learn a little bit of podcasts. You find out how much other people know so much more shit than you. When you think I'm like, all right, I'm a gamer. Not to take anything away from myself, but everyone's like so knowledgeable in this community, and it's great to learn from a bunch of everybody that's here.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. Big shout out to Salty's Gaming. He's in the live chat.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. We've had him on here as well. Been on a guest on his podcast too. But yeah, that's why I have these guys on. That's why I have B Money and Eric Jackson, and we have Inferno, because I don't know a whole lot about gaming, and these guys kind of get me through. So when I say stuff like Spider-Man's garbage or Bloodborne sucks, they put me in check.
Yeah, we got to keep you straight out here, man.
So, speaking of Bloodborne, by the way, who's played Bloodborne in the panel?
Me.
Everybody should have.
Everyone has. Okay.
If not, it's a disservice to gaming.
Yeah. Okay. So I just started playing it.
Good luck.
3 years after it was released. So, it's funny. Like everyone for the longest time, like I would tell people. They would say, "Oh, you own a PS4?" I'm like, "Yeah." Have you played Bloodborne? No. And people would be like, "Why not? What's wrong with you?" I don't know. I just never got around to it, right? And it took for it to be free for me to download it and play it. And let me just say something. I honestly think it's one of the best games I've played this console gen.
Mm-hmm. It's phenomenal, dude. I technically beat it twice. If you play through co-op.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can play on your level, then we got to go back and play it on my level. So at every checkpoint, we've helped out each other. So technically, I beat it twice.
Nice.
It was it's a phenomenal game. That's the first game I've ever played like that too. So like I never played the Dark Souls series. So huge learning curve, and holy shit, can you get lost easily?
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't. Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah.
you make that left turn. You're like, oh, I shouldn't have made that left turn.
Yeah, it's
Let me tell you something. That happened to me yesterday. I'm in Old Yarnum, and I come up against and you know what? And look, it's if you haven't played this game, just a full on spoiler, but whatever. The game's been out 3 years. I got to the part where there's the hunter on top of the clock tower, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Gatling gun, so I go up there. I climb up there, and I'm going up the ladder, right? Climb up the ladder, and he's there, and I realize that he is fast. I mean, he's quick. Like he's like dodging and like hitting me with that like gun combo where he stuns me and like I'm stunned for a little bit and he's hitting me.
You knock him off the rooftop.
Yep, I was like, yeah, I knocked him off the rooftop. I'm like, oh, okay, bye bye. So I come down the ladder. I'm feeling good about myself, and I see another set of stairs. I'm like, I'm gonna go upstairs, and it's all like smoky. And I didn't know there was another hunter there. So, and it's like one of those things where you make like a wrong turn. And I didn't run. I sat there. And I actually fought him. I beat him. So yeah, it's just a great feeling. Like it's such a good game. The combat's so tight.
Aren't you glad you
it's very rewarding?
Yeah, it is very rewarding. Yeah, I'm really glad I stuck with it. And I don't understand why anyone would cheese Father G. I don't, because he was actually not that hard. I think I beat him my 4th try.
Yeah, but we got to, again, you got to fill Mike in on like what happened when you first started. How you DM B&I.
What do you mean?
This game is garbage.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? You're like,
okay, so I just started the game, right? And when you first start, like you wake up, your character wakes up, right? He goes down like a set of stairs, I think. And there's that werewolf there.
Yeah.
So like me as a total noob, I'm trying to beat the werewolf with my bare fist.
Now when he said wolf, I thought he first meant cleric beast. I'm like, oh, well, give it a shot. He's like, no, like stuff like this first werewolf I came to. I'm like when you first start the game and you first walk in the room, he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, stop.
Yeah, and so I was like, crash. I can't even beat the. And so B Money's like, yeah, that's because you're getting body. That's why you say. So once I
tried to fight it with my fist, I'm like, stop doing that.
Yeah, so once I figured out I'm not supposed to do that, I'm supposed to run past them. Different experience, and now I just love it. Like I can't stop playing it. It's such a good game. So
you went from it being garbage to one of the best games you played this gen. Wow, that was quite a turn.
Isn't that amazing how that works?
Unreal.
Yeah. So anyhow, I just wanted to talk about that because it's really it's such a good game, and I can't believe that I slept on that game for so many years. So, and so many people had recommended the game to me, and I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. So better late than never, though, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right. So we got some Spider-Man news. Spider-Man finally got a release date. It's going to come out September 7th of this year, and I don't know about you guys, but I think the game looks fantastic, and being developed by Insomniac is obviously a plus. I did have some initial concerns when they first showed the game, because I honestly, guys, I can't remember. I think the last Spider-Man game that I may have played was on the OG Xbox when the Spider-Man was it Tobey Maguire who played Spider-Man back in the days?
Yeah, like when it first got big.
Yeah. He was a terrible Spider-Man. And I forget what game it was, or what the name of the game was, but it was one of those games that tied into the movie, and I think that was like the last. That was probably like the last Spider-Man game that I played. So I was a little hesitant, but after seeing some of the
bad Spider-Man,
what's that?
You say Tobey was a bad Spider-Man?
Yeah, I didn't like him as a Spider-Man. You liked him as Peter Parker?
Well, at the time, that was the only one you had to kind of go by.
Right.
Looking back. Yeah,
looking back at it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean he was not a bad.
I think he was solid Spider-Man. I think he was okay Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the new Aunt May is.
Yeah, she is.
Melissa Tomei.
Yep.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad either. I was full on Arnold when I saw that. I was like, "Come now, Kenobi, come now." Anyhow, I digress.
Well, Enrique, you got to think of it as not. See, this is what when I looked at it at face value when it was first shown, it's kind of like you got to understand that with the dev behind it, Insomniac, like you got to understand that it's like a game with a Spider-Man skin. That's how I had to look at it. Because like you, I kind of thought, oh my god, here we go, another like movie tie-in movie kind of deal, game kind of deal. And if you just look at it as being an awesome open world game, you know, building on a base of Sunset Overdrive kind of gameplay with a licensed theme of Spider-Man, then you can like throw looking at the older Spider-Man games out the window, because you know you can't even compare them. You know what I mean? Like, just throw the fact that it just like if you think of it as like coincidentally being based on Spider-Man, and it's just an awesome game made by Insomniac, like you won't compare it to the older Spider-Mans, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense, because it does remind me like some of the like the web slinging and stuff, and that and how fluid that is does kind of remind me of Sunset Overdrive a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know, so yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that, you know, but once I started, I think when they showed more footage at E3, they showed how fluid the combat actually was.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is something different. Like they have something here, and this game could be special. It could be one of those you know, superhero games that we talk about after this console gen wraps up and say, oh my god, that Spider-Man game was freaking amazing, and well, maybe goes down as one of the best superhero games of our time. So but yeah, you know, and I'm glad to hear that it's not going to have microtransactions too. They did come out and say that. What I did find interesting though is Mary Jane is going to be a playable character. What do you guys think about that?
I didn't even know that.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool, man. I know they showed like Miles Morales in the one trailer, so hopefully he's a playable character. I think they did, like, if you look at some of the details on the announcement for today, they did say there's going to be like unlockable characters. So who knows who would be playing as? You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and I think that was like I think they actually that kind of, like, I don't know if it leaked or that was kind of mentioned somewhere early in the development when they first kind of announced the game. And because I remember seeing people on Twitter kind of talking about it, like, you know, who will be playable, and they said, you know, Mary Jane may be playable, and some people were like, really, why? What would she possibly do? And I'm like, that's the beauty of, you know, people trying something for the video game. You never quite know how that could work, you know?
Yeah.
And
yeah, kind of,
sometimes, you know, they become pretty cool, you know, mechanics.
Yeah, I kind of look at it as, you know, like in GTA 5, where, you know, you can play as the 3 separate characters and they have their own kind of storyline and their own kind of mechanics in a way. And, you know, I feel like that if Insomniac goes that route, you know, they already talked about, you know, like weapon wheels, if you will, for selecting different abilities and you know, upgrading via levels and upgrading your equipment and even your outfits and stuff like that. I feel like kind of by bringing more than one character from the Spider-Man universe into the playable scene will make it as if you're just having like that many more games, if you will. You know, like, it's so unusual to have a superhero game with more than one playable character that's actually meaningful. And I feel like if someone's going to do it well, it's going to be a big studio like Insomniac, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Good point. Yeah. Punk, what are your thoughts on the game, man?
He's my favorite superhero, man. I got like 20,000 pops over here and everything. They kind of showed the I don't know if you guys saw it, like the collector's edition.
Oh yeah.
Something
Yes, sir.
later or something. So I don't know if that small statue, that's all it's gonna be, or it's gonna be something bigger and better. So that's what I'm waiting for. But that's gonna be a day one for me for sure. And I was originally gonna buy it digitally with my brother-in-law, because he's gonna get God of War, so I can play that one for free. But now when I see that collector's edition, I'm like, oh man, like I gotta have that statue.
Yeah.
That's definitely going on the shelf. So, but no, the game looks phenomenal. I watched some gameplay today, also just, I don't know, to get the blood flowing again. I mean, I have nothing but great things to say from what I've seen from that developer. I'm excited.
No,
I think that collector's edition statue probably has the villain on it, and that's why it's actually not revealed. It's supposed to be revealed at a later date. So that's probably why it's boxed up like that.
Yeah, that's a good point, B.
And I think it's 150, which isn't actually too bad. I think we've definitely had more expensive ones out there. How much was the Titanfall one? 250?
The Titanfall one was,
that was like
Titanfall one was 300. I have that.
That thing was badass though. I didn't buy it, but it was
300. The Titanfall
you gotta be.
It was like a real Titan.
Yeah, I got that.
Shit, drop it at your house.
Yeah, I was all about Titanfall when it came out, man. I got the Titanfall controller, the headset, and got the collector's edition, man.
Let me tell you something, man.
Nice,
You guys
very
must be
nice.
rolling in dough, man. My wife would look at me cross-eyed if I came out with a $150 collector's edition Spider-Man thing. You'd be like, "What is wrong with you?"
I've been telling you for over a year, Enrique. You got to keep her in the dark, man.
Right?
When something shows up, but because my wife does it too, she walks in the office. She goes, "What?" It's like she keeps inventory on everything. She goes,
Yeah.
What is that?
That was
try to like keep it off in the cut. Whereas she goes, "What is that?" I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's always been there.
Yeah. You write a book, man. How to get collector's editions with a wife. My Big Money 101. Seriously. Because
you guys start your own little piggy bank, man.
Yeah, no, I do. I really do. No, and this is actually like, I'm not a like it's cool. Like people get collector's editions. I'm not like, I've never really been big on collector's editions. I'll get like the steel books. Like I got Persona 5 and I got Valkyrie Chronicles because those steel books are actually pretty cool. The casing, but that's probably like to the extent that I'll go.
This one comes with steelbook, by the way.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And you know, J Street makes an awesome point in the chat that if you are not, or if you are already a Best Buy Gamers Club Unlocked member, for those of us that listening in the US, you know, $30 off, that pretty much pays for your subscription for that service in the first place. So, you know, that's awesome that it works on collector's editions as well, because, you know, 20% off of a $150 thing is a nice chunk of change. You know what I mean? So
Definitely is.
Yep.
And Amazon stopped it. They don't do the collector's editions.
I
Bums.
didn't know that, D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I actually had to switch my God of War collection from Amazon to Best Buy.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Same reason.
Yeah, I was just talking to Sam the other night. He had his at Amazon. He didn't realize that either. He went back and checked. He was like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, I think I had just read that it's not on collector's editions or limited editions, and it's really only on pre-orders now."
Right.
How old is that news? Just I haven't heard of that.
It was like last week. That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
They put
I
that
didn't
out there. It was kind of flew under the radar.
Okay.
So yeah, but I did my Spider-Man at Best Buy today. Got that pre-order in. So
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Enrique, you gotta save that milk money, man.
Yeah, man, I put a little to the side, man.
Yeah, well, you know, I got another one on the way, so that's part of the problem.
Oh, that's true too. That's true too.
Yeah. See, I don't know if you know that, Inferno, since you've been on last.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we got. It's gonna be the fourth one, so that's
They got some new DLC coming.
yeah,
man.
crazy, man. Yeah, right.
Enrique, man, you're from the DMV, man. Go to DC. You know, you can work the corner, man.
Yeah.
Plenty of late nights over there.
Yeah, no, don't know if I want to be doing that.
You get that collector's edition in one weekend, man.
Yeah,
Right.
one weekend, like probably like
Find the right
hours.
person. Well, shit, 30 minutes. Find the right one.
All right, so
But I
That's
digress.
terrible.
that is terrible. But yeah, here I got the DLC, man. I got the Founders Edition. So, one thing that's actually cool is that the game's gonna be open world, and they're saying it's gonna be several times bigger than Sunset Overdrive, which was Insomniac's last big game. So that's actually pretty cool. It looks like there's probably going to be well, which kind of makes sense considering, like, imagine since you're like web slinging, you probably have to have a big map. I can't imagine you confined space would work well for that. But
Well, that's kind of one of the things that made the prior games that you didn't like bad. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
you're right. Yep.
constrained and, you know, more linear than it should have been. I mean, This
Exactly.
is Spider-Man. Like, there's a million things going on. You should be able to do those at will, you know, not tied to certain story aspects or whatever. And I feel like that's what Insomniac has proven that they can do best, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Chicken Spaghetti in the live chat says, "Get those microtransactions ready." He's referring to like the me on the corner. Yeah. Anyhow, no, that's a great point, Inferno. I mean, that's you're right, man. That's kind of what's held back the franchise from a gaming perspective. That it was more of confined space. So, what else there? It's going to run locked 30 frames per second on both the PlayStation 4 and PS4 Pro, and
Which is a good thing to everyone who's saying 60 FPS or death.
no, it's got to be 60, man. Come on, it's got to be 60.
Well, you
It's gonna
know,
be garbage.
Dude, I mean, look how people are. I mean, I don't want to get into Far Cry 5 too much, but I mean, look how people are just, worshiping Far Cry 5 and how that looks. You think that would look like that if it was 60 FPS? Absolutely not.
I'd take 60 FPS over that.
Really, man? Did you play it on the X?
Yeah, just get check. I'm okay if it's checkerboarded up. I'll take 60 frames in like 1880p or some funky number like that.
Well, who knows if you didn't get there? Maybe it'd be at 1440 or 1080 or who knows?
I would take 60 to 1080
on an action game or on a shooter. On a shooter. Okay, on a shooter, I'll give you that, but it does look pretty. On Far Cry, no,
it does. No, I've heard people say it's probably like one of the best games or one of the best looking games on Xbox One X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I think on the Spider-Man, I think 30 FPS would kind of like lend to the cinematic aspect of the game.
Yeah. Do you think with like how quick Spider-Man moves, though, maybe it would have benefited from 60?
Well, they'll put a little bit of motion blur on it and make it very That's cinematic. True.
Yeah. We'll throw some motion blur in there. Yeah. Yeah. Make it look real nice. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it. We know there's gonna be no microtransactions. Oh, there's some DLC that's planned for after launch. So that's good to know that I'll have more content after launch in Sea of Thieves. Okay, no one's laughing. Ha ha ha. No. Okay. No one's laughing. Come on,
I think the Xbox Encore is coming after me, man. I ain't laughing at no Sea of Thieves jokes no more.
No.
I put
my last one out the other day. I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah, man. These people getting too offensive about some damn Sea of Thieves, man.
Well, Eric went out there, started trolling people. Said,
"I know, man."
When Assassin's Creed Black Flag was announced as PC, Eric's like, "Finally, Xbox gets a real pirate game." I'm like, "Come on, man." That's not great.
I said they get a fun pirate game, but actually, what, people took it in stride. They rolled with it. Nobody really.
I don't know. Inferno's kind of quiet, man, and so is Punk. I think they
love Sea of Thieves, dude.
No, man, I have nothing to say about Sea of Thieves.
I'm very cautious on B. I'm very, very cautious about Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. You know what? I will play. I will play that game with Lord King of the Iron Lord's Pot. I would play with him anytime I can get on with him because he is. I had a blast playing with him. He's fun. Like he makes that game fun.
You got to play with entertaining people. Like that's the thing. You have to play with people that make the game actually fun. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's true.
Yeah,
he's back on PUBG though.
Yeah, I mean, like I love playing. That's why I love playing PUBG with Lord King because I just never forget that first experience I had with him where he's talking and laughing. All of a sudden, he gets real serious and he's screaming. He's like, "They're in the house! They're in the house! They're in the house!"
I told you, man, you can go to a will reading with Lord King, and it'll be like the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, this is true,
man. Man.
He's just that dude. So
yeah, so
he was not to like get too off topic, but he was hilarious at E3 at one of the Xbox parties.
Yeah,
what's the guy's name who created the Elite controller? David. Oh my God, David.
Oh, we're not Xbox fans.
I know. Sorry. I don't know. Anyway, so we were there and the creator of the Elite controller was there and he literally just walked up to him, no problem, started talking to him about the Elite controller. It was like, you need to get me on staff so I can tell you how to correct this thing. You need to take my advice. I know this thing inside and out. Like make an Elite 2 and I will tell you what to fix. Like,
oh my God. So that's hilarious. I told Lord King he should take over Major Nelson's job. Lord King should be the hype man for E3 for Microsoft.
He could be.
Could be, man. I'm telling you, man. He's got that personality.
Can you imagine him coming out and announcing Halo 6? Everyone would just be just screaming.
It's time to replace Major Nelson anyway.
Yeah.
That's all. That's another podcast.
Put Cognito in that spot.
Yeah, put Lord Cognito in that spot without the white gloves. Minus white gloves. So yeah. So all right. So it sounds like Spider-Man is day one for everyone on the panel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's day one for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Do you guys think we'll see a customized Spider-Man PlayStation console?
Fingers crossed.
Absolutely.
Man. I'm hoping for it.
I'm gonna go all in. Yes, there will be one, and this one will not be stickers. It'll be the best one yet.
I don't know.
They're gonna actually open up a mole in the factory and like they're gonna go all in.
Look, I don't have much hope for Sony for a good looking customized Sony PlayStation 4.
I told him what to do, man. Make it like a Happy Meal.
A Happy Meal.
Happy Meal.
Yeah,
What do
just
you
put
mean?
the stickers in
Like
the box.
chicken nuggets?
Stickers in the box. You
Dude,
put
Put
wherever
the
you want.
stickers in the box.
You put them wherever you want on the console and on the controller. You're good to go.
That's when they've reached an all-time low and they start doing that. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Partnered up
You
with
guys
Fat
think
Man.
this
And
is
it's still
the biggest
gonna
game
make
of the
you
year?
pay an extra $30 or some shit.
Was
Birthday
that
B?
Do you guys think this is their biggest game of the year?
No.
You don't think it's going to outshine God of War?
No.
I think it could. I think it could.
Actually, a
You
good
know,
question.
That is a good
That's
question.
a very good
It's a
question.
very good question.
Let's throw it out to the chat. Do people in the chat think that this is going to be their biggest game, bigger than God of War?
Oh
Throw it out
man.
the chat. But you guys, I think it's going to be bigger or not as big as God of War.
Not as big.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Man, I love God of War, so and obviously, but Spider-Man is my favorite character, so I'm kind of in the middle. I don't know what to say. I mean, it can definitely be damn close though.
Yeah, I think it has the potential for the fact. Okay, it's Spider-Man. That's much more appealing to a wider audience
Yes.
than God of War. And
Good
then
point.
if it really is like hitting on all the cylinders and all the points, the word of mouth will take it even farther.
You know what? I just forgot too. The new Avengers comes out and Spider-Man's in that, so
Right.
you know there could be some residue from that movie.
Mhm.
I think the only reason God of War sells more this year is because of the head start. I think if they were released on the same day, I think Spider-Man sells more just because of what he just said.
Mhm.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know what? I don't know. I
yeah.
think it depends how good the game is. I mean, you know what? I take it back. If the game is as good as we think it is, given Insomniac's pedigree, then yeah, I could see it. Just coming off of the Avengers movie, the residue from that, and Spider-Man's a household name.
But if it has a hook like the Arkham games, I mean, look what that did for Batman as a game. I mean, Spider-Man and Batman are the same level when it comes to notoriety.
But God of War is like a household name though for the PS4, so I mean it's hard to say that it will. If I had to choose one, I probably would still say God of War. But
Yeah, but this God of War is so different too, Punk.
it's different. But I mean, and I understand that. But I mean, like, how long have people been waiting for a damn God of War?
No, that's true. I mean, the anticipation is going to get the diehards to buy it anyway. But
Right.
Yeah, but I just kind of think
It'll be fun to watch. It'll be fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it's definitely be fun to watch. I just kind of think when you have Spider-Man, you have an appeal that reaches like, hardcore, casual, and like kid.
Yeah.
On like every level. So it's gonna be interesting.
No, I know my kids are going to be all over it. Yeah. So that's interesting. That's a great question. Salty's Game in the live chat says Avengers comes out in April. That's way too far from September to boost sales. Maybe, yeah.
No, because right around that time, that's probably when maybe a little bit earlier, but you'll probably have like the Blu-ray and digital.
Yep.
For Infinity War hitting. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Slow mo backslap. What's up, Slow Mo? A big shout out to Slow Mo. He says yes, will be bigger than God of War, and but he's saying I'm biased because I love Spider-Man. So there you go.
I'm like with Punk. Like I love God of War. I love Spider-Man. So I might be. It's hard. It's like choosing your favorite kid.
At the end of the day, I'm getting them both, so I don't give a damn.
There you go.
Facts. I tell you, this is going to be a great year of gaming. I'm so we talked about like I don't know about you guys. I'm looking forward to State of Decay 2.
Yep.
And that comes out in April. Is that April or May?
May.
Right.
May. So we get God of War this month. We get State of Decay 2. We get Detroit. And I feel like there's some other stuff that's coming out in between. And then Spider-Man coming out September, and then we all know about Red Dead. So yeah, this is gonna be
Tomb Raider.
and Tomb Raider. Yeah, this is gonna be a good year. I'm excited. So I think that's it in terms of Spider-Man news. I don't think we have anything else to talk about. Well, there's a crafting system. Have you guys heard anything else about this? I just saw this as a bullet point that there's a crafting system in the game, but I don't know any other details.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the crafting system would entail. That has my interest definitely piqued because If I think of Spider-Man, like, what are you crafting? Like all of the web-related weapons? Like,
Maybe,
what would you have to collect to craft those? You know what I mean? Like, are you just collecting like web containers or whatever? Like, I don't understand that, but I'm interested.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Hopefully, it's collecting Melissa Tomei, but
yes, I'll get some goo slinging.
Oh my god! Come on, this is a family show here.
It is. We just said shit and fuck.
No, you can't say that. You gotta say earmuffs first. Then you say whatever you want. Yeah. So, all right.
I heard there's customization also, like costume customization and stuff like that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So maybe that's part of the crafting system. Maybe you can like craft different costumes or upgrade like parts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Give them like a new mask. I don't know. Something like that.
Every different speed with swinging and shit like that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Maybe like the webbing. Like there's webbing that's like really fast, but it doesn't do as much damage. Maybe there's slower webbing that does more. That's thicker.
Yeah, Far Cry 5 has consumables that you can craft that like make you go faster, make your melee damage more and stuff like that. Maybe it's related to that too.
Yeah, maybe that's interesting. All right, so we'll stay on topic with PlayStation as we were talking about Spider-Man. So we have some PlayStation 5 specs, or at least rumored specs. I don't know if you guys heard about this or read this story. I think it came out today, or was it today?
I didn't read it. I just saw the couple of pictures because my brother-in-law was telling me about it.
Yeah. So I don't know how true this is. I forget the name of the news site that posted this, but I think they've been
semi-accurate.
Semi-accurate, yeah. They've been spot on with like with the Nintendo Switch and stuff. They were charging $1,000 for people to access this article, by the way, which I think is a little ridiculous.
Gotta let it hustle, man. Hustle.
Yeah, and it's funny. Like everyone on Reset Era was like, "Hey, who's got access to the article? Someone just posted."
Who's the dumb fuck who paid $1,000?
Exactly. Like, you're dumb if you're gonna pay $1,000 just to, I mean, I was like, I'm like, and there's no way somebody did pay, obviously, because this stuff got leaked. But
bro, never underestimate the power of like fanboyism, or
of course, man,
or people wanting to have that to be able to use on their site, to get hits. I mean,
I guess
YouTube dude out there who's got gets 1 million views a month, getting all his YouTube money. He was like, I throw $1,000. Let me get the specs.
Yep.
I don't care.
That's kind of smart, man, when you think about it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I mean, I guess you get like 1 million something views. You're probably like, hey, what's $1,000?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
throwing a nice quick clickbait headline. Boom.
Yeah.
Yep. PlayStation 5 specs confirmed. So, according to the article, it says that the PlayStation 5 should feature an APU composed of a 8-core Zen CPU and a Navi-based GPU, both customized. And I don't think there's anything out by regarding Navi just yet. I know AMD's I think talked about it, and so. It also looks like there's going to be baked in VR into this. So Sony's obviously going to continue support of PlayStation VR, and which is good. I mean, I think I think the concern with Sony's always been they put out these peripherals, and then after a while they just stop supporting them.
Yeah, but that's a good thing, because if they're supporting it all at this point, what they need to start doing is making it more powerful and streamlining it, making it easier for people just to plug and play.
And making it cheaper, because if it's baked into the silicon, then you don't need that converter box, which of course drives up the price of the whole kit. So if you can get that VR headset only that you need to sell, and you get it like around $100, I know that sounds crazy, but if you can't get it around that price, maybe like 120, you're gonna get a ton more people checking it out.
Right.
Yeah, I think if having it baked in and not having that box is probably gonna attract a lot of people that would have probably considered VR but didn't want to because of how cumbersome that can be. Yeah, and actually David Jaffe was talking about that on his podcast, that the problem with VR, it's still just a peripheral. He did mention that, I think It is an HTC.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe,
Yeah,
is it HTC that's built that has a built-in CPU or something?
Mm-hmm.
Is it them?
Yep. They're
Okay.
one of them. I mean, a lot of people are doing that now. It's HTC just announced their new Vive that has it essentially built all in. So
wow.
that's
the Pro model.
Yeah, the Pro. Yeah, I don't know how much that is. You know, B Money.
No, I was taking a look at it earlier. They didn't mention the price though.
Somebody tells me Big Money's going to pre-order it. Get it?
No, I'll wait.
Yeah,
it looks pretty good though. It's definitely interesting. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
B, did you ever cop a PSVR? I know over Black Friday you were talking about it.
Yeah, I did. I actually still haven't hooked it up yet.
Damn, you haven't hooked it up?
No, I haven't hooked it up. I'm waiting for I can't remember the name. The getaway game. But when that game comes out, I forget the name of it. London Heights. Yeah, London Heights.
Yeah.
So when that game comes out, I'm definitely plugging it up.
Is that the game where All Day said him and Kratos were like playing at a PlayStation Experience? They were both dripping with sweat.
No, that was what was the other shooter? The big shooter.
I don't remember.
There's one really big shooter that is supposed to be coming to PSVR this year. I can't remember the name of it though. Yeah, Blood and Truth is the name of the game. Thanks, Snow's coming.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's the one that Kratos and All Day said they were like playing. They like left her sweating. So yeah, I don't know if I want to like have VR in my house and like just like when I put the set down, just be drenched in sweat. I don't think that'd be a good look for me. So the other interesting thing was they're claiming that a large amount of development kits have already been sent out to game developers, and this led to them speculating that the console's launch could be much closer than most people think, possibly targeting holiday 2018 and early 2019. What do you guys think about that?
They can hang up at holiday 2018.
Yeah, holiday 2018 is a wrap.
Yeah, they just get greedy on
about that.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Inferno Punk? What do you guys think?
I'm not even well, actually I was just thinking of PSVR for some fucking reason, so I don't even care about that. But nah, it's way too early, man. I still think the predictions for 2020 seem more legit. If they're sending out dev kits now, you got to get the games made. It doesn't make any sense for 2019, and hell no for 2018.
Yeah.
No, see, I kind of feel like the same way as Punk. Like I still think 2020 like sounds more feasible. And maybe I'm being a little bit selfish because I think I told you guys in DM, it's like I don't even want to start talking this stuff again. I'm not even ready to start effects and power and all this. Because it's like we just kind of went through all that. And let's just have a moment to chill and enjoy some games, and we'll start the cycle up, late 2019. Late 2019,
I feel like the console gen's like this gen's finally hitting its stride now.
Yeah.
Is that something by a train?
Someone, yeah. Is that you, Inferno? Are you outside?
No, that isn't me. That was not me.
Topic on here.
Yeah, no, I agree with you guys. I think 2018 is obviously out of the question, especially if the dev kits are out. You want to give developers a couple of years to get their hands on this. And
how can the dev kits be out if it's based on Navi? And it doesn't even make a lot of sense. I know this semi-accurate has been more than semi-accurate lately, not to make a pun, but I know that they've had some really like good predictions, the Switch specs, the PS4 Pro, the Xbox One, I know they've had a lot of good predictions, but Navi isn't even out. I know obviously they have dev units for that, but I mean, is for that to be in the PlayStation 5 at this point, I doubt it. And also like having Navi, which is based on Vega, which is already a year old plus and is not very good for all intents and purposes, to have that be the base, I think it doesn't differentiate enough to make people, especially people with like PS4 Pros or Xbox One X's, like what's going to make you grab, a PS5 at the end of 2018 if it's based on stuff that is, going to be outdated extremely quickly. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it could be it's all customized, so they could probably. I feel like this is where we had Dealer Gaming on. I feel like this is where we would need him back on. feel like this is his level of expertise. But I mean, I would imagine if it's customized, they could probably do something that would be, maybe on par with what the final specs would be for the console, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, it says PS5's CPU is going to be Zen. Like, that's kind of obvious to me. But the things that hold me back are that there's dev kits out there with a lot of dev kits, quote unquote, with Navi, that apparently are going to simulate the real experience. But if Navi isn't out, in the wild at with a lot of other like PC dev kits and stuff, like how is that going to simulate it? I know you're saying they'll simulate the final product, but what are devs going to do with that right now? You know what I mean? It's full steam ahead in the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. Like you said when we opened this topic, those two are hitting their strides. So, I mean, what is the future? Like 4K 60? Is that what we want on everything? Probably.
Yeah. We want native 4K and 60. Give us resolution and 60.
There you go. I just find it really hard to believe, man. I just find it really hard to believe, especially the 2018 thing. No way.
Mm-mm. I don't. 2018, no. I think 2019 is possible. There's only ever been like one other PlayStation that didn't release in like the holiday, and that was PS2, released like early, kind of like in the year or whatever. So, Sony could be looking at what Nintendo did and kind of, what I mean, they took that first part of the year and kind of coasted to the rest of the year and capitalized on the holiday season. So I mean that is one angle to look at it, but I don't even think they would go that route, to be honest. I think late 2019, early 2020 is probably when we do see this console release. Dev kits are out there though. Like, I do know people who have worked with the so-called PS5 dev kit.
All right, that's confirmed.
That is out there.
An evolving thing? Is that
it is. It is.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So that is out there. But
AB, can you say that again real quick? That the kits are in fact out there?
Yeah, the kits are in fact out there. That is confirmed information. But I don't know the actual specs, so I won't say that it's got 20 teraflops or whatever else everybody's saying out there. But dev kits are out there. They are saying that games look photorealistic on this dev kit, so it's going to be interesting to see the final product. But I don't see it coming out anytime soon. Late 2019, early 2020.
You gotta think about this too, guys. I mean, PlayStation's 25th anniversary is coming up 2019. I think in Japan though, right? Because I think it released.
Yeah, released it a couple months later.
Yeah, so
the following year.
The 2019 would be 25 years in Japan, right? And then 2020 be the 25th anniversary here in the States.
Right.
Yeah,
which would be interesting because they've done like global release. So you got to think of, are they recognizing the Japanese release or are they recognizing the US release when you think of the 25 years? So
yeah, I think so. I don't know, man. That's interesting. Who knows how they approach that. But we've had Matt Piscatello on the show from MPD. He said he fully expects not just Sony, but Microsoft to release a new console 2020.
Yeah,
he expects both of them to drop new hardware in 2020. So, which is interesting because we just got the Xbox One X. So I guess does the X now become like the base console? And whatever they call the new Xbox, the new beast, if you will. Mm-hmm. I mean, is that how that's going to work out?
I mean, I don't know. I'm a little weary about this whole next gen thing because I think, with Microsoft pretty much saying that there aren't any generations and games are backward and forward compatible, I think Sony's going to follow that same mantra. And I just think like the lines are going to be blurred, and it only gives the reason for hardcore gamers to upgrade. If the next gen is just 4K 60 at the end of the day, like what other incentive is there to upgrade your console? You know what I mean? Especially people who just bought a console this year or last year or the year before that. You know what I mean? Like they're still enjoying the same games at the end of the day. So why run out and buy new hardware?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think. Like, jeez. It's like for me, like I still have the base PlayStation 4.
Right.
Yeah, it'd probably be an easier sell to me to upgrade to a PS5 than having an X and then upgrading to because I have an X now, upgrading to a new Xbox. So
right. So like you have the X. So if the next console is 4K 60, are you jumping out the gym to go buy the new console day one? You know what I mean? Like you give yourself the games on the X.
Yeah. I mean,
and they release the same. You know, you're getting the same games. It's not like you're getting different games. You're just getting that extra bump. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so is that really worth it to spend another $500 per se?
No, it wouldn't be worth it for me, and I can't speak for anyone else, but it wouldn't be worth it for me because I'm not missing out on any content, and I would rather take that money and use it towards a PS5.
But when that console is actually or something's available to you, you probably second guess yourself at least.
Yeah.
Makes you think, you know, I mean, when something's right there, you can compare to not there and we're already years away from it. You're going to sit there and think right now you're saying no, but it's right in front of your face. You're like, that shit looks beast.
That's
all in, fucking make it rain.
That's a good point too. I mean, we say this now, but you all know how I like my enhanced section. You know, I might see that for. I don't know. I might have to do it.
It's like saying people that are like, oh, you know, if I win the lottery, I'm going to put on the bank. Yeah, you win the lottery, you got millions in front of you. You're going to put it in the bank. Get the hell out of my face.
Tell you what, if I hit the lottery, oh my goodness, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, nobody does because we won't get it.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what do you guys? So B, you talked a lot about this about the release dates and everything. Eric, do you have any thoughts? Anyone else have any thoughts on 2020 as kind of being the release day for PS5?
If it's 2020 and everything's lined up, then yeah, I'm good with that. I can see 2020. 2018, like I said, nah, that's not happening. 2019 still feels a little too soon. 2020 seems about right.
Yeah. The only reason I say 2019 is just because like Sony is notorious to sticking to like their 6-year mark. Mm-hmm. Last year was the only reason or the only time that they didn't. Mm-hmm. So that could have just been like a one-off. I mean, they did kind of struggle out of the gate and then didn't really catch their feet until like the end. So
right. Yeah, it could because I mean they kind of just look at Pro and Slim as one PS4 thing,
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I tell you what, guys, I think, and I said this before, I do think Death Stranding is going to be a PS5 launch title, and I do think that God, what's the new game from Sucker Punch? Shit, why can't I remember?
Cyber 2077.
No, from Sucker Punch.
No, that's not Sucker
Punch. You're talking about
my bad.
You're talking about Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, I think Ghost of Tsushima is going to be a launch title for PS5 too, and it wouldn't surprise me if we saw The Last of Us 2 on PS5. I could see that happening. If
have that as a launch title with
especially if it's 2020. I mean, look, guys, 2020 is like not that far.
That's really not. That's what I'm talking about though. Like, because those games are going to come to PS4 too. So, is there an absolute reason why you have to jump to the next console just to play those games?
Yes, if they're 4K for me, absolutely.
Nah, those games look good. Not playing them in 4K. Like you still playing on standard PS4 right now, and those games look amazing. So
Bloodborne looks great. Yeah, I mean I'm not, but I mean for me, because I didn't upgrade, I would want to upgrade.
And I played Uncharted on the base PS4. I think it looks freaking amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So did I.
Well, they know that there's going to be a contingent of people that will upgrade just for the latest and greatest and best. But, if their money is still set on, just selling the platform, which is, been seen recently as the goal is to sell the platform, not necessarily the hardware, so to speak. If that's the goal, then I think, a sooner launch will make sense, just to come back out on top and for what you just said, Enrique, have those games on, the highest settings as possible and beat out PCs and get all the good press again. And but if it's going to be a totally new gen with totally new games, I don't think it makes sense for 2019 at all.
But, yeah, no, I agree, man. I definitely agree. So, All right, why don't we move on to the next topic? And real quick, something that I want to bring up quickly, and it wasn't an official topic, but something that was brought to my attention by your fellow co-host on Four Guys Recorders, Italian Clowns. Big shout out to Clowns, we've had on the show before. But apparently people are like mysteriously losing their gamer scores. Like not entirely, but they're like losing like thousands at a time, 10,000s.
Mm-hmm.
Now I haven't experienced this, but I know Clowns has. He brought it up to me, and I told him we talk about it. I don't think anyone else has this happened to anyone else on the panel.
No. Now you're talking about like it's like the whole thing's gone, or like just like I said, like 10,000 would just be randomly gone.
Like 1,000 or 10,000 will randomly be gone.
That's so weird. Nah, I haven't even heard that until you guys brought it up in like before the show started.
Yeah, HDK. Hey, what's up, HDK? HDK in the live chat just said he had it twice. It happened twice. 5,000 missing in the last week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's so weird. And I think Clowns even asked Mikey Barr about it, right?
Yeah, Mikey Barr posts on something like totally not related to this, and Clowns. If nothing, Clowns is a big opportunist, and as soon as he got the ability to hit up Ibarra on a post that he thought he'd be watching closely, he took that opportunity to shoot it at him. And you know what? Like, for a lot of people, this is a huge deal.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely,
a really big deal. Especially 10,000 gamer score for a lot of people is a healthy chunk of their earned gaming score. So I understand it. And for the people that I've known this has happened to in the past, it gets resolved in a couple days or so. But I mean, for Xbox support to have no explanation for it, no words of encouragement that it's going to become better. I mean, Xbox support suggests to these people to remove their like gamer tag from their console and re-add it and all this like crazy other stuff that it's like, that's when people are worried about their gamer score or things connected to their account, they don't want to hear that and then it not work. They want to know that the fix is going to come in a couple days or something. But
it's probably like, sir, I want you to go to your modem. On the back of the modem, hit the power button. Power's like
that's the worst.
I want you to unplug your console for 15 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I want you to hold the X button down, the power button down for 30 seconds. Do a hard reset. Now, what do you see now, sir?
Sir, is the power on? You're like, God damn.
Yeah, right.
like I've passed all the bullshit stuff that you're about to tell me. My shit ain't working.
Like, try restarting.
Sir, what
right now?
What are you seeing on your screen, sir?
Oh my god.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I hate tech support. I cannot stand tech support.
Because I have to go through all that stupid shit.
Yep.
Yeah. When I call Verizon, they're like telling me to. I'm like, I've done that already. Look, I come on. Like that's so basic.
Before you get started, I've done all the bullshit you're about to say to me, and they're like, "Oh, we understand." Letting us know that. Okay, so have you turned off your modem? Like I just told you, I've done all the bullshit.
Like I understand, sir, but I have to go through the script.
Yeah, that's the thing, and like they're getting like frustrated because they keep going back. You keep interrupting their flow in the script.
Yeah,
and you like kind of catch them off guard a little bit. And they keep going back to it. It's the worst.
Be like, yeah, I'm just gonna put it on speakerphone. Just let me know when you're done reading all those stupid ass questions.
And then they finally tell you, okay, sir, you're going to need tier 2 support. You have to hold for 30 minutes. So I'm like,
yeah.
Or they transfer you. They're like, yeah, everyone transfer you here. And then they fucking hang up, and then you got to call back and start all over.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh.
It's happened to me before.
Yeah, but I've been waiting 20 fucking minutes.
Give me your number so that way if we get disconnected.
And they never call you back.
Exactly. They never call you back. Or they say, I need to transfer you to a different department. Like, I'm never hearing from you again.
All right. Hey, do we have a troll in the live chat?
I haven't been looking.
I just saw Inferno say no, please no trolling.
Yeah, when we were talking about the PS5 and stuff, this guy was going off about how the X is irrelevant.
Oh god, that's yeah.
The X is irrelevant, guys.
Yeah,
it's irrelevant.
Let me tell you something. We've in this podcast we've definitely been vocal about our concerns about Microsoft or things or things that we want to see them improve upon. But at the end of the day, like they're doing fine. That's just stupid to even say that. But yeah, please no trolling. Nels Coney says I am the troll.
He's working 2 accounts right now.
Yeah. So, all All right, so we went off on a little rant there about tech support. So it doesn't sound like there's any solution then. I don't think I don't think Clown's got a definitive answer from Xbox support.
Has Microsoft come out and said that they were working on like the achievement system? Because I know they're working on like the avatars and stuff.
I don't know. I mean, some people suggested that's an alpha ring problem, and granted, I'm not an alpha ring, so I don't know. But I mean, what in alpha ring could make you just lose GamerScore from random games in the past? I know people who've gotten GamerScore removed because they've been accused of cheating. Yeah. Like for instance, if you how in Sea of Thieves in that launch, GamerScore was turned off, and then when it was turned back on, you just like popped a bunch of GamerScore in a matter of minutes.
Yep.
Well, down the road, Microsoft may look back at that with its algorithms and say that you cheated, which is what happened to a couple of my friends, including my other co-host, CPCI Assassin, where the achievements were glitched. The achievements were glitched for people in a preview program for a couple of games. And then you ended up popping like 10 achievements or so in a matter of a couple of minutes, and their algorithms told them that you achieved those too fast and you're going to get penalized. Wow. So, I mean, I don't think that's what's happening here, but I mean, there are algorithms and stuff set in place that.
So interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. That will affect you. So
do you think this is maybe a side effect of people who were in the Sea of Thieves beta, and maybe that, and then like getting the retail, it releasing, and then I think that could be it?
I don't know, because Clowns was telling me that his GamerScore was removed from games like Modern Warfare 2. So it happened a long time ago, and it's kind of like, why those games? Like no explanation for that. Or like Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, like that game is like 4 years old at this point.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what's going on over there, but it's a sensitive subject whether you're on PlayStation or Xbox. Like if it happened to people's trophies, people would be reacting the same way.
Oh hell yeah!
But
imagine losing platinum trophies. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Especially since on PlayStation, platinum trophies are worth a little bit of money with the rewards program and stuff. So
yeah, interesting. Yeah. Well, hopefully it's something that because they haven't said anything officially on this, and I did see like some other people like Anchorman it's happened to, HDK mentioned that live chats happened to him. We know about Clowns, and there's probably other people I'm sure Clowns has talked to that's happened to. So hopefully it's something that they fix soon or figure out what's going on, because that does kind of suck. But the good news, though, it does sound like they do, or that the scores come back in a couple of days.
Yeah, pretty much everyone that I've known that it's happened to has had this score, return in a couple of days. But I mean, it's never. I mean, they don't assure you that with the support. Like when we got into our little tirade about support, I mean, they don't say that. They don't have that as like one of their pre-canned answers. So I understand the upset, like people being upset and being worried about it, but.
Yeah.
Just breathe, wait a couple days, and see what happens.
Exactly. HDK, we are a family channel. I just want to say that even the live chat, we're a family channel. HDK says, "I'm not an achievement trophy whore, but I like when I finally get some." All right, there. So,
oh man, I don't.
Right, HDK.
I don't think he realizes that one.
I don't think he does either. So why is there? By the way, why is everyone talking about Forza kart racing in the live chat? I just saw that.
No idea.
There's rumor that
I did hear that.
Turn 10 and Studio Gobo are working on a Forza kart racing game.
Yeah,
which I could care less about. So.
Yeah, I don't care about it. If it's fun, it's great. I don't. It might. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
it's not out. Who knows? It's rumor at this point. So, hey, what do you guys think about No Man's Sky coming to Xbox? Anyone have any interest in that?
Not at $50.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see $49.99. I was like, I don't know, guys. But I mean, in all fairness, I mean, it's not a game I'm going to get. I actually did pick it up on PlayStation 4 when it day one release. And
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
I know, right?
Yeah, oh my god, you guys are brutal. But I remember, it's funny, I was streaming it live, and Chicken Spaghetti, I noticed like the first time that I think Chicken Spaghetti had hopped in one of my live streams. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know about this game. This looks kind of boring." Chicken Spaghetti said, "Rest in peace." So yeah, it was boring, but I think Hello is has really fleshed out the game more. Well, that's why you hear people when they make comparisons of like Sea of Thieves to No Man's Sky. I think what a lot of people are referring to is that Hello's really added a lot of content, and it's really kind of like built like this kind of like small like almost like niche community around itself, like, to the point where you have people that are even like creating like star charts and stuff, which is kind of crazy. So, but they've done a much better job at supporting the game. But that being said, I mean, is anyone interested, even with the new and improved No Man's Sky?
I never personally even followed the game when it came out on PlayStation. Obviously, all the hype was going out, and then I think one of my best friends bought it, and he was like, "Dude, like, what the hell is this game? Like, what did I just buy?" But I had no interest from the beginning to buy it, so I can't say it's shit. From what I've heard, it's crap. I mean, everyone's comparing, like I said, Sea of Thieves. No interest. Only question is, everything they have in it now, was that DLC, or was that just something they just kind of put shit in there now, like over time?
No,
like,
that was just
did you have to, like, was it purchased? Like, you had to purchase DLC, or is it just stuff that they put in?
That was stuff they put in from being punched in the face for selling that game for $60.
Now trying to do 50 out of it.
Yeah, they're just trying to double dip a little bit and see if they can get anything. But yeah, 50 is definitely high for that, for something that got such bad reviews.
That game was garbage. Let's all. I mean, I think we all that it wasn't a good game.
Yeah.
Right.
I was on the Destiny grind, so.
Yeah, I never picked it up on PS4. I just kind of moved on, so I'm not really even looking for it at this point either.
Yeah. Now is No Man's Sky gonna be? It's gonna be on Game Pass, right?
No, it should have been a Game Pass.
That would have been smart.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be on Game Pass for some reason. I thought I saw somewhere where it said it was gonna be in Game Pass, because that would have made more sense.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear that at all.
That's where the Sea of Thieves comparison stopped.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely a pass for me. But I was kind of surprised to hear that that it's coming to Xbox. I am glad to hear. Speaking of another game that's coming to Xbox, I'm glad to hear that. Oh god, what's that game? Hellblade. Thank you. That Hellblade's coming to Xbox.
Double dip.
Yeah, I still haven't played it.
Oh yeah, I'm double dipping on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing, man?
Let me tell you something, guys. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what I'm doing.
He's too worried about the enhanced section, man. He gonna pick up Call of Duty just because it's enhanced, man. Skipping over good games.
Yeah, I remember you told us that. I'm like, man, really?
Yep.
Well, Enrique,
out of here.
Enrique, Hellblade is enhanced, man.
Yeah, you guys see what I got to put up with?
Enrique, I'm looking at it right now in the enhanced section, pre-order, ready to go, man.
I don't always play the hottest games either, so like I haven't played it either, so I'm a fraud.
Hey, I don't always play the hottest games, but when I do, they're enhanced.
There you go.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm definitely playing through it again, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up this time. It's gonna be is it native 4K?
I think it is.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Well, earlier you said you're fine with like 1800, so if it's not
Right, exactly.
Look, let me tell you something. I like to move the goalposts a little bit sometimes, so you know. So, yeah, that's awesome. I really hope that people really support this game, because we know about Ninja Theory. They're a great dev. They put a lot of heart and soul in this game, and they didn't have a big budget when they put this game together, and it's actually sold. I mean, for how much they put into this game and how much it's sold, it's actually done fairly well, from what I understand. So, yeah, if anyone has any interest, definitely pick it up. Definitely play it with a set of cans, though, for sure, or a nice high-end surround sound system.
Yeah, I think it's Atmos supported now on the X as well. So,
Ooh, is it really?
I believe it is.
Jesus, can you imagine how tense that's going to sound?
intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she is, if I'm not mistaken, she suffers from schizophrenia.
I don't know if it's actually like named in the game.
It's not. Yeah, no, it's not.
But she's hearing voices. That's schizophrenia, isn't it?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
All right, let's just go with schizophrenia. We're gonna go with that.
Let's just go with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So unless someone in the live chat, our resident doctor, Chicken Spaghetti, you can correct us. Let us know. So,
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely picking it up. So I'm excited. I can't wait. Yay! Can't wait. All right. On to PAX East, which is going to be right across the street from you. Inferno, not literally across the street, but
yeah, stone's throw indeed.
How far are you from PAX East, man?
I believe by car about 7 minutes.
By car, 7 minutes.
By car, 7 minutes.
So you walking, saving gas?
No, I'm gonna meet up with my brother first, and we're gonna take the subway in, which should take about 5 minutes.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So
yeah.
The lines to get into the thing are way longer, unfortunately, but it is a nice show, and it is something that I encourage like everyone here to go to because it's not overly crowded like E3 to the point where I mean there are a lot of people there, don't get me wrong, but it's not overly crowded to the point where you can only play like a few games a day. I can easily in the indie sections I can easily play like half the games there in a day. And there's multiple setups, and the developers are there for you to ask any personal questions or any inspiration questions or anything like that. I even asked developers like, why did you decide to come out on PlayStation, not Xbox? So why did you decide Xbox and not PlayStation, or why not Switch? That kind of stuff, and they answer any and all questions, and of course all the big players are there. But what's interesting this time is that Sony has been very quiet about what they're going to show there other than PSVR. So I'm really interested to see what Sony's going to have.
Death Stranding.
The year that I went, Sony was like super quiet too, but that was actually the year that they had The Last of Us there. And I was super hyped to play it. Me and my boy, we stood in line like all day to play that game, and it was well worth it.
I'll tell you, B-Money, if they have Spider-Man there, I will lose my shit.
if they have Spider-Man there, I want you to like take video of it.
Yeah, right.
I want you to we have to have you back on the show, man. Like I'd be like the day after. Like I want to hear how awesome is.
Xbox is going to have some of the big hitters there. I mean, State of Decay 2 will be playable.
And Below's going to be
good.
Below, which I will not be playing, but I understand the interest a little bit.
In
not
4K?
Really. In 4K. I mean, Ashen will be there. I mean, hell, they're going to even have DayZ on Xbox there. Remember DayZ?
Is DayZ finally making its way to Xbox?
It is. Yeah, they're going to have build playable at PAX. So.
Oh, my goodness. That's like been in talks forever.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm excited about DayZ, though.
I'm going to have to check it out just for nostalgia's sake.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna have to check it out. And I mean, some of the other big hitters have some really big games there. I mean, Bandai Namco is going to be there. They're going to have Soul Calibur playable, Soul Calibur 6.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're going to have Code Vein there playable. So I'm definitely looking to hit both of those up. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo, I think is kind of. I mean, I obviously haven't seen what Sony's going to have, but I think Nintendo is going to be, a little behind the eight ball here with their first party stuff. They don't have really much playable from what they've talked about. I mean, they're going to have like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Switch, which obviously I'm not really too into that again. I mean, I'll get it because it's a great game, but I've already played it. So, but I mean, they're not going to have like Mario Tennis or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Mario Tennis.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, their first party stuff is not really too impressive from what they've already said they're going to have, but they're way more focused on indies, and it is really more an indie show,
Yeah.
But I mean, Xbox, I am interested in a few of the things they're going to have there, and I think they'll have a strong showing. And Sony, if you're right, B-Money, and the last time that they didn't talk about it was they had something like that, I'll be ecstatic if they have, even if they have like Detroit there. I know I checked that out at E3 last year, but if they have that there in a more complete form, if they have Spider-Man, that would be really, really exciting.
Did they confirm that if Dreams was there or not?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
That seems like a perfect like PAX game to have.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the PlayStation app right now, and that's how you like register to play games on the PlayStation floor. Is through the PlayStation app, and they only have PSVR stuff on there right now. Oh, they have. I'm sorry, they have one PS4 demo right now, and it's the Elder Scrolls Online Somerset expansion. That's the only PS4 demo they have on the app right now. So there's got to be.
Yeah, I just want to go live. I just want to go to the live chat real quick. Chicken Spaghetti's making jokes about Craig Mack. Too soon, man. Come on.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys.
Wow. No, I mean the PSVR stuff that they're gonna be showing. I mean, some of these games I haven't even heard of, like Bow to Blood. I have no idea what that is.
I don't even know what that is either.
But they're gonna have Last Guardian VR, which I guess could be interesting.
That's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't. Every year I go in thinking I know what I'm going to expect, and then every year I go in and it's different.
Is that when you say different? Like, is it like good in a good way different? Like,
in a good way. Yeah, in
every
a good
year's
way.
better than the year before.
A lot of surprises. Yeah, every year is pretty much better than the year before. A lot of surprises, like good merch. Good stuff to buy. I think I'm going to buy a gaming chair this year.
Nice, man.
Yeah, because
awesome. Nice leather bound chair.
Yeah, especially since at the end of the show, I'm going on Sunday as well. At the end of the show, they sell them like super discounted because they don't want to ship them back. So they're like, oh yeah, take a floor unit for like 60% off or some shit. Like all the big hitters will do that, like DX Racer, Maxnomic, all.
Nice, man.
So, yeah, it should be good. I mean, I think it's a great show. I think I'm excited to meet up with the Iron Lords guys and check it out. I think there's a lot of good stuff that's there to see, but and I think this year will be the first year that I go to a panel. I haven't ever gone to a panel at PAX, and they've got a panel this year. They've got a few interesting ones. They've got one that's like objectively, what is the best Mario game ever made? And literally, they're just gonna have a panel arguing, like not subjectively, but just like down in the mechanics, what's the best Mario game ever made? I think that would be really interesting.
That's gonna be interesting. Yeah. That would be interesting.
But,
I know Megative is on a Dark Souls panel. I think.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah,
with somebody from he's on with one of the guys from IGN. I think, right, guys?
Yeah, Mario.
Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting. Yeah, that should be a good one. That Mario debate. That I would pay to see that.
Right? Yeah.
That's actually going to be good. That's going to be a good one for sure. Yeah, I got to get up there next year, Inferno, and then we can head out and have a couple cold ones, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it's nice to go. When I go to E3 and I meet up with a lot of like the LA gamers out there, like it's nice to talk to them about what to do after the show or like what to see. Like LA, I gotta admit, sucks. But like there's a lot of good spots to eat or drink or go to parties and stuff, and you kind of almost never know unless you like talk to people that are around there, so yeah, it's nice being from around here and going to the show. So
yeah, that's awesome, man. God, I would love something like that, like to be, because like we have like Bethesda's here, like Bethesda, their headquarters are like it's like 15 minutes from where I live.
Right.
And EA has a studio here in Baltimore. There's some small like mobile game studios, but Bethesda being the biggest presence, and like it'd be cool to have like something like that here. But the only thing we have is Awesome Con, which is not so awesome.
Not so awesome.
Yeah, I think that was like
convention center, and like we don't use it for anything except for like a car show.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like the DC Convention Center is like only used for like the car show. Like that's
such a big space, man. Like that'd be great to have something there. Especially for, like, I mean, I think we're not New York or anybody, but I mean DC's a pretty well known area, man. I think you get a lot of traffic through there, man. It's like one of the most populated areas.
Yeah,
DMV in general, man. You're gonna have people come from 3 states, like.
Yeah, we should call it DMV Con or something.
Dude, I would love. Like, I've never been to any convention, so that would be phenomenal. I'd have a blast, man.
Yeah.
And now since I've started doing like the podcast and meeting a lot of you guys just to meet up with everybody, I think that might be even more exciting than the games and shit, to make new friends, and then like next thing you know, you're gaming with them, and the friendships that you make over time are legit.
I just want to go and have a couple IPAs with Inferno. That's it. That's all. I don't care about the gaming. It'd be like, what'd you like about PAX? Like, I got to drink a couple IPAs with Inferno. That was it.
Fuck PAX.
I got hammered.
we toured Sam Adams.
There you go.
right.
Some Adams, Harpoon. Yeah, we have some nice breweries up here.
Yeah. So yeah, we met it with Lord King, and that was fun. So
There you go.
yeah. All right. So moving on to from PAX East. So yeah, that we got to get you back on, man. Like I know last year I think we had you come on like right after.
Yep.
PAX. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because I remember
That
you
was-
and John were talking about meeting up and stuff, and so
Yeah, and that was right after the Switch release too, like directly after it. So they were showing a ton of new stuff on Switch. I remember talking about that a lot.
yeah. We'll get you back on, man. I definitely I'm really interested now to see what or hear what Sony has and get your impressions on that. So
Yeah, absolutely.
all right, so we have some other Xbox related news, some more I guess you can call them leaks, if you will. So it sounds like and so this was actually posted on shit, I don't remember the website now because I think it was taken down. Is it, well, I don't want to make up a name for the website. Anyhow, it was leaked that Microsoft may potentially have marketing rights to a new Splinter Cell. And it was posted with Rectify Gaming, by the way. That's a site that I was trying to remember, but I could not because I'm fucking really tired right now. So marketing rights to the new Splinter Cell, which hasn't been announced, but I think that might be one of the worst kept secrets right now. Battlefield 5, Borderlands 3, and Cyberpunk 2077, which I don't think is that surprising, the Cyberpunk one, considering that they did have the marketing rights to The Witcher 3. I don't think Splinter Cell is that surprising to me either. Borderlands 3, I don't know. I think they have the marketing rights to Borderlands 2, right? Or no?
Yeah, I believe it did.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. That
So long ago.
Yeah, I don't remember. Anyhow, do you guys think these rumors are true that Microsoft does have the marketing rights for these games?
It wouldn't be far fetched. I mean, Phil's obviously out there getting his feet dirty, talking to people, and pretty much building everything back from the ground up after he took over. So I don't think it would be far fetched. It would be a smart thing to do, and I hope he does. A lot of people that have talked to me know Splinter Cell is like my favorite gaming series. I've been waiting for. Feels like it's been 5 years, but it feels like a fucking 20. So it'd be great to get that back exclusively. Like I said, it's anything that could possibly be true is great, but let's just fingers crossed, hope they are. And I've also heard probably also Call of Duty might get like some stuff back for them for like map packs and stuff too. So
that's what I heard.
I
So
I
heard that too.
Nothing that was semi-leaked or rumored. I really hope he is.
Interesting, yeah. Inferno, any thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's happening. I mean, obviously, Phil Spencer's been quoted multiple times, and it was like kind of the shot heard around the world when he said that he didn't really like the exclusivity stuff. So I don't necessarily think it's going to be exclusivity rights.
No.
But nonetheless, I think, getting people to play the game in advertisements or getting celebrities to play the game on Xbox and showing that, even though it's going to be a multi-platform game, it's, being enjoyed by a lot of people and by important people on, Xbox as a platform. I think that does wonders. I think that's what they should be going for with marketing rights. If you think of Destiny, a lot of people think Destiny or used to think that Destiny was a PlayStation exclusive because people would be playing it on that. And all the ads you'd see were PlayStation ads. When in reality, Sony only had like a strike here or there as exclusive or a skin here or there, nothing and a gun. Yeah. Nothing too like, game changing, not like exclusive map packs for a month or 2 months or DLC that's only coming to their game, So I think the angle is the marketing rights in terms of mind share, in terms of get it out there and get people playing on ads and get celebrities playing on that platform, not on the rival.
I just want to say something. Nels Coney is so savage. Nels, He says her mark. Irrelevant native says, "What are we talking about here?" Nels Coney says, "Marketing leftovers."
Yo, Nels Coney's a fool, man.
Yeah, and I actually, and Nels, I would disagree with that. I don't think Cyberpunk is a leftover. I certainly don't think Borderlands 3 or Splinter Cell or Battlefield 5 are leftovers. Jesus. So anyhow, Eric, any thoughts of this?
I just think these games are more kind of a given to be marketed with Microsoft. You know, Sony has Call of Duty, so rightfully so, Microsoft's going to take Battlefield. When it comes to like 2K games, they always swap. Every other game goes to each other's platform. So Sony will have the next one if Borderlands 3 is the next big game. And then you have Cyberpunk, which is, you know what I mean?
That's going to be a next
Project Red has been working with Microsoft since the inception of CD Projekt Red. You know, Witcher 2 was exclusive on 360. Witcher 3 was marketed heavily on Xbox, and it's going to continue with Cyberpunk. And then Splinter Cell, you know, Microsoft did have one game as an exclusive on the platform, and then without any Assassin's Creed potentially this year, and that game's supposed to release this year, it just makes sense for Microsoft to kind of market it. So I think all those kind of make sense, and they align properly with you know, what the core looks for from Microsoft.
Yeah, man. I think, you know what, I speaking of Splinter Cell, it's so funny. Like, a lot of people don't remember that game when the series originally launched. It was a time exclusive on the OG Xbox.
Yeah.
So, and I heard, have you guys heard that Michael Ironside's is gonna come back?
Yeah, they've been talking about that for a hot minute.
Yeah, that's awesome. Irrelevant Native says someone needs a bump. We don't condone drug usage here on Basement Radio Arcade Podcast. Irrelevant Native. We are between you and HDK talking about getting some. Yeah, we like to keep things friendly here, family friendly. That is. Hey, Irrelevant. I think Irrelevant saying this to you, B-Money. Saying, Brandon, can you sound any less bummed out, my dude?
Man, how you want me to sound? I'm supposed to jump in the sky, man.
Yeah, you got to jump, man.
It's marketing deals. You talk about exclusive.
You want you to sound like it's 2 for Tuesday. Morning Zoo, 2 for Tuesday.
2 for Tuesday, yeah. Yeah. So, so we'll see. Obviously, I think Cyberpunk we know it's a next gen game. So that's not, we won't hear anything about that for a while. Although I don't think, you think they might tease that?
Current gen and next gen games, sir.
You think it's be current gen too?
It is. They already announced that.
Oh, okay. Why do I think that they said it was next gen only? Maybe I misunderstood. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool.
The game's coming out in 2019.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. Well, gentlemen, that's it for our topics this evening. We ran through this pretty quickly, and no one got hurt, so that's good.
Very good. Round of applause.
No hurt feelings.
No hurt feelings, and you know what, people? I just want to say something real quick. People, just stop arguing over game consoles, please. I saw it again today. You know,
no.
Eric, it happened to you, man. You instigator.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Paid the price.
Yeah, I mean, come on, like let's not get angry. You know, take for Inferno for a sec here. You ever see Inferno getting angry at anyone? No.
Wow.
You know,
it's true. I mean, and when I see it in my chat and in the chat for as recorded as well, like, I can't believe people are still like trying to argue this. Like, just enjoy your shit.
Yeah.
Man. Just enjoy it. You know, what does that make? What does that do for you that, you know, you have the better console or whatever? Like, if you have an Xbox One X and your game is, you know, a little bit better, like, 1880p versus 4K. Like, what does that do for you, man? Like, you personally, like, are you gonna enjoy the game a little bit more because you know that you have the absolute best thing by like 10%? Come on, stop it.
That your eyes can probably barely even tell the difference.
There's by the way, there's some science behind that says your eyes cannot tell the difference from a normal viewing distance.
Right, depends. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's actually true. Where people say that this is science too. People argue science though. People will find a way to argue science and tell you that, and then they'll tell you you're a shithead and you're dumb, and they'll tell you to go choke on something. It just got to stop. Like I saw it again today, and it's like I'm just getting tired of it. Like it's like this is such a great time to. I don't mean to get on my soapbox here, but this is just such a great time to be a gamer. There's so much great content out there. I think like I own a Nintendo Switch. I know the rest of you guys too as well.
Yep.
Look at what Nintendo's doing. They're putting out some great content to great console. It's getting Dark Souls. Although that remaster I heard is just basically an up-res version of the original Dark Souls. That might be a pass for me. Are you guys planning on picking that up?
Potentially, because I hate to admit this, but I never played the first Dark Souls game, so I think that's where it's gonna really hit its stride. Is that people that didn't play the first Dark Souls and people that are, getting into Bloodborne, getting into Dark Souls 3, and want to like try the first one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. I never finished it. I think I played it for like 5-10 minutes. I think I may have borrowed it from a friend or something.
You didn't finish it all right. You barely started it. Jesus.
Yeah. I think I was doing. It's probably one of those things where I was noobing again. I was like, oh, this game's garbage. Just put it down. So
you went down that wrong tunnel, that wrong cave over by
I got
town and got your ass handed to you.
I went to White
Maybe I need to go up the valley and do that.
Yeah. I went to Blighttown and got body. I was like, oh, this game's garbage.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't played 2, and I started 3, but I have to go back to it. But I'll probably get it like down the road. But I need to finish Bloodborne and all that other stuff. So I got a lot of stuff to finish before.
Yeah,
I'm working on The Witcher 3 right now. So.
Oh, you got to finish that game, man. That's such a good game,
sir. 120 hours in right now.
Yeah.
Oh my man.
You're almost done.
No, I'm not.
What do you mean? No. You like every side quest?
No, bro. If you do the DLCs, man, those are like 20, 30 hours. Like,
wait.
Yeah.
Did you finish? So you're still working on the main quest then?
Yeah, the main game. I mean, and to do the DLCs, you need to be like a certain level. So I'm like, doing side quests and leveling up, and I'm still working. So I've been just kind of like running around, having fun, doing like the side quest stuff, Witcher contracts, things like that. And then I'll jump in and do some of the quests. I'm kind of handling it the same way I did Breath of the Wild. Like I kind of just get when I'm in these games. Once I finally commit and I'm like, I'm lost in that world.
Where's Roach?
I leave Roach behind a lot of times, man.
Yeah, I do too.
Like I can hoof it over to that checkpoint or to that that fast travel.
And then when you finish that, man, hop into some Persona 5.
It's on the list. I got Yakuza games. I got Persona 5. Yeah.
Everybody's backlog is off the charts.
Bro,
right now.
What it is,
right? Game Pass is not helping.
No, that's true. But you know what it is, Punk? Almost anything, most of them are all games that require at least 100 hours.
Yeah. That's the thing, man.
That's what really starts. So, so when I get like a little quick indie to hit or something like that, I'm like, this is lovely. Because I can, knock a few things out. Some of these games are just like commitments, man.
Yeah, Persona 5 is a commitment, man. Like you're gonna grind over 100 hours in Persona 5.
Dude, Witcher 3, Bloodborne.
Yeah. Do you remember what happened to me last year when I went from Horizon Zero Dawn, put about 75 hours into that, and then jumped into Persona 5 and put about 130 hours.
Yeah, you burned your candles out, man.
I was fatigued. I really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fatigued. It was bad. I remember that. I remember I picked up Rise, Son of Rome, and for me it was like the best game I've ever played.
Yep, just mindless hack and slashing.
Yeah. It was perfect. It was like detox.
You need that to come down, man.
Yeah, it was like it was detox. So
I'll never forget. I mean, after I beat the first Dark Souls, I came out of that and I played Enslaved, and I was like, "This is exactly what I need right now."
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta get that your point A to point B game sometimes, man. Just
Yep, absolutely, man.
So,
absolutely. So, what is Irrelevant Native doing in the live chat? I saw you say "laughing my ass off." Punk, what's it?
Well, he's talking about like, he's like, all I care about is the native part. I was like, yeah, native would like native because it's in his name.
Okay, gotcha.
He's like, there's a think I'm going to rely on you, Mr. White Man. He's like, with your land grabbing white avatar.
Oh my god, oh, that's terrible. All right, so I
about taking it. Shit.
What?
Oh, okay. Hey, stay classy, Relevant.
This live chat's gotten a little out of hand today.
Having me doesn't help.
This is what happens when you have Punk and Inferno on.
Trust me, my party chats get awkward.
That's funny. All right, so gentlemen, Punk, hey man, it was great having you on. Definitely appreciate you taking the time out to hang out with us. Yeah, talk some video games, man. Have to get you back on again soon, man.
Yeah, man, I had a blast, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And if you don't mind, let our viewers know where they can find you if you want to be found.
Yeah, I don't want to be found. I'm only on Twitter. At Punkadish Gaming on Twitter. On Xbox, it's just Punkadish. And then on Thursdays, 8:30 Eastern, I'm on TSP with Salty and the gang, man. I always have a blast with those guys. So make sure y'all come over and check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely check out the Saltiest Gaming Podcast. Great group of guys. And they go live tomorrow. Is it 8 p.m. tomorrow?
8:30.
8:30. Okay, awesome. And Inferno, man, great having you back on, man. It's been too long, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Anytime, man. And I got to reconnect with Clowns. I gotta get him on because it's been a while too. I also need to get what's his face on too. God, I can't remember his name.
Assassin.
Yes, thank you, Assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Because I love how he's like, his voice is like he's like monotone, and he has like these great like one-liners sometimes. It's hilarious. He just cracks me up.
Yeah, sometimes he can come out of the woodworks and really throw in a good one right there. But I mean, if you've got like some Star Wars stuff going on, there's some Star Wars news.
Yeah.
Or like, it used to be anything Destiny related. He'd talk a lot about anything COD related.
And COD, yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember like with the whole like Battlefront stuff with like the
oh my god, the microtransaction stuff. He's so pissed.
Yeah, but he broke it down. Like he was like the expert witness, like at a crime scene. Like he knew, he like broke everything down.
Dude, when that kid finds a game that he's really, really into, he will know everything about it, in and out, down, sideways, whatever. He will know absolutely everything about it. And that's what I think he brings a lot to the table with that, is that like, he's soft spoken, he, monotone, whatever, but like, bring in Battlefront and that kid will literally be like one of the writers on that game. You know what I mean? He'll just be so knowledgeable about it.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Definitely. So I'd love to get him on, man, because he's great when he talks. And I always enjoy listening to him. So and further real quick, why don't you let everyone know where they can find you and when you guys go live.
Yeah, Twitter, _ Inferno 217 _ because some British guy I think took just Inferno 217. Still salty about that a little bit. But Four Guys with Quarters usually live around 7-ish on Thursdays. That's Eastern time, by the way. So right before Saltiest podcast. And yeah, tomorrow, I don't know. It may be iffy because of PAX, but we'll let you guys know on Twitter if we're going live tomorrow. So
yeah, PAX kicks off tomorrow, man. So
yeah, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be absolutely nuts. They finally, East, they never had a fourth day. This is gonna be the first year that they have the fourth day. So
that place is gonna be just packed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. So All right, Eric Jackson, man, always a pleasure. If you want to be found, where can people find you?
Pretty much just around Twitter, hanging out there. Right here every Wednesday, 9 o'clock, and now on Saturdays on the Gaming Perspective at 8 o'clock with Tick's own Undead and Sam Tolbert. Hi, and my daughter just came in.
Hey,
Hello.
hello.
You say hi to the people.
Hey.
Hey.
Ask her what she likes better, Xbox or PlayStation. I'm just kidding.
I'll ask her. She'll say Mario.
Yeah.
Mario, it's me.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious. Mario. That is too funny. Hey, do you guys remember the Mario commercial? Do you guys remember the Mario cartoon from like back in the days?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, my 4-year-old watches that on Netflix now.
Netflix now, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. My 4-year-old's also good at ARMS on Nintendo and actually beats me in ARMS.
No way.
No, I mean,
Captain Lou?
he watches. Listen to this. He watches every morning. He watches ARMS, the Zebra Gamer on Netflix. He watches Zebra Gamer play ARMS, and he knows he does most of the character combos and stuff. He's figured it out.
What is it today?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy, man. He's pretty good at it.
I still have to pick that game up.
Yeah, it's a good game, man. It's a
Very
good game. Like I didn't realize that how deep that combat system or that fighting system is. Like the characters actually do have unique moves. I would have never guessed it until like I was watching that with him and I saw him pull off some of those like finishing moves and combos and stuff. Yeah. So, B Money, man. If you want to be found, where can people find you, man?
Same name everywhere, man. B Money 101. All your social networks. You can find me on YouTube as well. Saturday nights, right after the Gaming Perspective on the Inner Circle podcast. We go live it's supposed to be at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you know, just jump in there at 10 p.m. man. We'll show up sometime after that. So
yeah, I think one time I jumped in, it was like 10, and I think like at 10:30 I gave up. Hey, B Money, man. Speaking of Inner Circle, you got to get Cal on, man.
Oh yeah.
Tell him to come on, man. We got to talk to him, man.
yeah. We definitely got to do some talking, man. I'll reel him in, man.
Yeah, we had him on one time, and I remember like it was funny. Like he was like you like running errands in his car, talking to us. Then he stopped and like went to a store or something.
Yeah. He's always running around doing something, man.
Yeah, so it was really random. So it looks like we have a few more trolls that are coming in the live chat now. This is funny, man. Why do you waste who wastes their time trolling a podcast? It's so dumb. Anyhow,
man, those are fans, man.
Those are
Appreciate the fans, man. As long as they came through, that's all that matters.
Puck just said your mom goes to college.
Oh man, that's the best shit to say to people.
That's so random.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna start saying that now. Like,
oh man,
Okay.
Napoleon Dynamite, man, for the win.
I tell you what, if I get to argue with my wife, I'm gonna say that to her. Your mom goes to college.
It's so random. You're like, oh fuck.
That is so random, yeah. So.
I did that to my wife. I'm not even like joking. Like she's like, "Why don't you like pick someone? Your mama?"
Yeah.
It's like what?
Hey man, that joke's been getting it done for decades.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
So
kind of same along with D's nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
hey, did what's his name get up to you? Who? These nuts.
Classic. But go ahead, man.
I true story. Like when the first Gears came out on 360, I used to run with a group of guys. We were in a clan together, and one of the guys, his gamer tag was "These nuts in your mouth" or something.
These nuts.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
terrible. Yeah. Anyhow, all right. So let's we're gonna wrap up the show. Punk, man, great having you on. Inferno, always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure, man. Have fun at PAX, man.
Will do. Thank you.
Buy some sweet ass merch.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely a couple paychecks being spent. I think.
Dude, get a nice chair and everything, and
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, dude, get some nice merch and throw back a couple cold ones for us.
Wait,
Oh,
one
no
quick
doubt.
question. Didn't you say you're taking the train in? How are you gonna take a chair back?
Oh, that last day, I'll just get a ride from somebody or something. I don't know.
You guys
We'll figure it out.
gonna get an Uber your chair back to your house?
I'll probably have my girlfriend pick me up in something that can fit the chair, and then she'll get pissed, but whatever. I need you to pick me up. I need you to pick me up today. Oh, why? Aren't you gonna take the train back? No, can't do that right now.
Yeah, I just bought a new gaming chair. It's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. Big shout out to everyone in the live chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, minus the couple trolls that came in. Great conversation as always. Irrelevant, thank you for keeping it funny as you always do. That guy, I'll tell you what, he's like, I'll be like in a random podcast and he'll be there in the live chat. He's in multiple live chats.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, he's awesome, dude.
Yeah, he is. So I appreciate the support. So everyone, again, thank you. If you haven't done so, hit that like button and subscribe as well. We will be back next Wednesday. Actually, we are going to have Matt from SDGC or Nola Nurcast Matt from SDGC. He's going to be on with us next Wednesday. He's actually at PAX, so we'll get his thoughts on PAX East next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On that, everyone, enjoy your weekend gaming, and remember, don't get into dumb arguments about gaming. It's supposed to be fun and all that other good stuff. So we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.
Later.
Later.